weird. It's just weird. So, Friday Harbor, March 20th. I just finished painting the 4th penthouse in 7 months. And now I'm going to do fucking housekeeping and gardening. What else? God, who knows? Some painting, some patching, some doing some shit outside, sanding. But I got through 7 months painting these badass penthouses. Finished today. So that's good. Balances out all the other fucking chaos and bullshit in my life that I can't get away from. Oh, fuck, man. I knew I was going to go down this path long. I got my pup, Sophie, so that's good. But I got like one family member left. My dad just died. That was, not something I want to talk about, actually. And if you would like to see what the fuck? Let's see here. I never watched myself play guitar. I'm really pretty out of practice. So I'm just going to jam, guys. That's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to do anything coherent for anybody. It's just a way for me to vent and get my shit out there. I'm playing whatever comes through my heart and onto the frets. So usually it's like some kind of dirty blues. And what's your name? Wolf 6869. Stacy, hi. What's up? How you guys doing tonight? And 62 pounds of boogers and piss. Oh shit. That's kind of small. Can you play Lucid Dreams? No, I don't play cover songs, but I do play my own brand of dirty blues. Shit, get famous? What are you talking about? I'm already famous. No, okay, so I guess I might as well introduce myself since I have an audience here. Yeah, I'm Andvara. That is an artist handle. That's not my given name. Hey, oh no, it's all good. No worries. Yeah. So I'm an artist. I'm a painter. I went to college for printmaking, and I was going to be a professor in printmaking years back. Got way off that track. Decided to start traveling around in Alaska. And I went up there off and on for 10 years. And my mom died in 2007, so I kind of just like lost my head. I left my wife in California. We were living in Calabasas, and she was doing her thing in the industry, if you know what I mean. And I hung out with that for about 2.5 years. And then when my mom died, I went back to my dad and grieved with him for a while. I don't know, man. I just lost it. It like hit me in a weird way, and I didn't understand how it was hitting me. But it definitely split me and my wife apart, because I was just like sitting on my ass for like 2 years making art and taking care of dogs, and like she was working and making all the money. And then I tried to work, and then when I had job opportunities, she's like, "That's not enough money." I'm like, "Okay, well, what the fuck, man? Like, you want me to help or not? Because I can't make the amount of money that you're making." And she's like, "Oh, yes, you can." And I'm like, "Well, I'm just not willing to do what you're doing. I mean, fortunately for you, it's second nature, but not for me. I get more head fucked and can't do a lot of those. Like, I like to style myself as a freedom lover and libertarian and all that stuff, but really I get quite conservative when I get in those kinds of situations. Like, because I grew up Pentecostal. Like, my dad was a preacher. He was a pastor, and I'm a preacher's kid. So, yeah, I went way off that path. I went to church, 3-4 days a week from the time I was a kid all the way till, I guess, 14 years old, something like that. And then I started smoking weed and everything else. Like, they call that like the gateway drug. Well, I think it is, actually. I mean, I don't think that's too far off. And then I started traveling around the United States after I left high school. I joined the Marine Corps in San Diego. And this is my story. Yeah, they wanted to. My dog likes it. She likes, "You like what's going on, Sophie?" So I have a half pit, half lab, 7-year-old pup. I hope you guys enjoy having a window into my life. Oh, shit. That's kind of weird. Oh, yeah, I was doing this yesterday. Talking about. I think I was in the Marine Corps. Yeah. So 19 years old. First time out of the Midwest. Small town. Got out, went to San Diego. And it was way different than I thought it was going to be. like that recruiter, man, they make it sound like it's going to be so cool and legit. They're like, "Oh, yeah, if you like to camp, you're in." And I'm like, "Okay." So we got one person in here. 4 likes. That's cool, though. I'll take that. But anyway, so I'm in boot camp. No. Let's lead up to boot camp. Okay. So got on a TWA flight out of St. Louis, Missouri, flying to San Diego, California. My first time flying. This is how long ago that shit was. Like, you could fucking smoke on the airplane. That means I'm fucking old. Oh my God. Yeah, that was my first flight that I ever took on a TWA 737, I think. Yeah. Yeah, they were fucking smoking on the airplane. It was like a Greyhound bus and shit. But anyway, TWA doesn't exist anymore. This was before like smoking was a bad thing. Like dude, people smoked in schools. People smoked fucking everywhere. Theaters, you name it. Not only that, but like you'd have like open containers of beer and like you'd fight on the weekends and shit. And fuck, even during the week, like there was always like a fight behind some building every Friday or after Teen Town. We had a place called Teen Town where I grew up. It was like a little get together spot for like, junior high to high school. And I think it was mostly junior high, but they'd have a DJ there. Sophie, that's okay. Go ahead. It's all good. I'm not telling anything important. Yeah, that's my pretty girl. Yeah, Daddy loves you. Sophie got real wet tonight. It rained like a son of a bitch. Didn't it, Soph? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. Okay, so I got on an airplane to go to San Diego, California. This is 1998. I remember it was January. And it was raining real bad in San Diego, too. It was like rainy season. But anyway, the fucking recruiter does not prepare you for what is in store for you. And this was 98, like things were different back then. It was a rougher world, like, God, it was different. It was almost like the people sort of ruled the roost more, like we had more like individual power. Uh, I don't know, just collectively, we were just a bunch of troublemakers, like, but it was cool. It was like live and let live kind of deal. Very libertarian. But yeah, I don't know, man. What happened? 9/11 happened. That's what happened. Like after 9/11, everything changed. They just locked down the whole fucking country. And it was just a power play. That's what it looked like to me. But guess we can't talk about these things on YouTube. I guess you can, but then they try to censor you and shit. Well, anyway, that's beside the point. That weaves into my story too, though. 9/11. That's when I met my ex-wife in art school. So after I got kicked out of the Marine Corps because we didn't get along, like they brainwash you from fucking the first time you get there. As soon as you get there, they're starting to pound shit into your brain to repeat. And their favorite saying on the base is kill, kill, kill. So like they're hammering that into your brain, like just always. Like if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to do it as a platoon, usually, for the most part, especially like when you're going to chow hall and stuff like that. But Sophie, so you get in a line next to each other. There's like 40 of you, or 80 actually. There was 88 in my platoon. Sophie, come on, honey. It's okay. You can be excited. No worries. It just throws daddy off. Now it's going to take forever to get back to where I was. Hi, honey. You got your duck. I got your duck, Soph. All right. Oh, shit. Say hi to everybody. Look, there's Sophie's. You got your duck. Is that your duck? Yeah, you're famous now, Soph. Yeah, that's Daddy's duck. That's my duck. Is that Daddy's duck? That's Daddy's duck. Yeah. Get it. Get it. Oh, God. Okay, you got it. Okay, so telling the Marine Corps story. Yeah, so, okay, when you get off of the airplane, I forget if they met me there. Yeah, they did. They picked us up at the airport, right? So they send like a little bus to pick you up. I think it's like a 30-seater or 40-seater, something like that. And when you get on there, the drill instructor is already on there. And he's a 6'8" Jamaican guy, like with 280 pounds of pure muscle. And he talks like this, like, get on my bus right now, boy. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck did I do? It's like, I am in deep fucking shit. And then they tell you to put your head between your fucking legs. And so that way you can't see where you're going as you're going to the base, right? So you got that going on where you got your head between your legs, and everybody on the bus has their head between the legs too. So it's like you're fucking prisoners, basically. You have no rights once you get on that bus. You become property of the United States government. You know, you can't even speak in the first person. Like, you have to address yourself in the third person, which, you know, it's all to kill the ego so you can operate as a unit, you know? So anyway, you get there and he's yelling at you the whole time, and you have to have your hands on the top of your head like that. Can't be fucking around and shit. And you're just listening to this guy bark orders at you, kind of orienting you, but disorienting you too. So you don't know how you get to this fucking base because you're looking straight down into your crack, you know. So you get up, once you get there, and you get off the bus, and you go running down to the fucking yellow footprints. And everybody, I don't know, anybody that's ever looked into this knows what the yellow footprints are. Look at, well, there's tons of them. What was that? There was a couple movies in the 70s, Full Metal Jacket, and there's another one, a guy with the blonde hair. He was like late 60s or something like that. Anyway, yeah, so you're on the yellow footprints and just shit's flying at you 90 miles an hour, and you have no idea what's going on. You're so disoriented and fucked up, and at least I was a, you know, nervous little kid. I had confidence, but I got shaken up on that one, man. You know, like, so once you go inside to go get your stuff, the first thing you do is you have to shave. You gotta like shave your face, right? Some guys do it ahead of time, but you're told, like, don't do that because it's a humiliation ritual. You know, they want you to go through it, you know, to have a little bit of hair, and then it's a process, you know, turning you into something else. And so I got this drill instructor, and he's standing right next to me, and it's my turn to come up and shave my face, right? And they tell you exactly how to shave your face. They're like, start at the top of your ear and then shave all the way down to the middle of your chin. And then go over here, start here, go all the way down, go that way. And then they say, go up to the top of your cheek, go all the way down, blah, blah, blah. Do your upper lip, do your bottom lip. And you have to do it exactly when they say and get it done. Sasquatch Chronicles. Hey, I was on that podcast. Yeah, shout out to Sasquatch Chronicles. Wes. Yeah, I saw a fucking Sasquatch, guys. I can't fucking believe it, man. Guys, my life is the craziest fucking shit. Like, you won't believe it. Nobody fucking believes me about anything anymore. I don't understand it. It's like all this shit has happened to me that's all crazy, and I can't really tell anybody because nobody fucking believes me because it's too unbelievable. Like, who in their right mind would believe all the shit that I fucking say? It doesn't make any sense. Because, like, I've met nobody that has been through as much weird shit as I have. Like, UFOs, numerous amounts of UFOs. Like, one of them fucking landed with, like, 5 others seeing it with me. And then I saw a couple groups with my dad. I saw some with my friend Aaron during the day. Dude, I've seen a bunch, and I see them all the time up above my head, like the little orb things that sort of fade in and out and seem to go this way and that, different elevations, and fade in and fade out. They look like they're coming through portals or something. Like, I don't see the portal, but I don't know. It's like they're phasing in and out of reality. But anyway, so that happened, and I've always been like, that's kind of been my thing, is like I've always seen UFOs, you know, and had close-up encounters and other weird things in liminal states, you know, like I think I had some kind of encounter with Grays a couple times. One was in a dream, but here's the weird thing is like I was staying with my dad in Illinois, small town, and we were in our little ancestral home there. And this was after my mom died. So it was like around 2008 or 2009. Like a year or two after she died. Both my grandparents died in that home too, and another person did as well. But anyway, we were there one night, and it was rough financial times. Like the great financial crisis happened 2008, it was right around that time. Like things were bad, like we were low. But we had each other, and I was working, and my dad had just gotten laid off of his 23-year job at a factory, and they shipped it off to fucking Mexico and dropped us like a bad habit on Christmas. And then my mom died the next month. So that's what prompted me to leave my wife and go back to be with my dad. Yeah, it was fucking, dude, my life got turned upside down. And I never really recovered from it. I mean, like I lost like 4 jobs right in a row around that time. But anyway, me and my dad were there one night at the house, and we'd been talking about. I've been telling him about stories because I had nothing but time to be with my dad, and I just started telling about all the weird stuff I've been through and my philosophies and this and that. And he was kind of opening up to it a little bit. And then I can't remember if he and I both saw that group of UFOs during the day before this event or after this event. I think it had to be before. No. Yeah, I think it was before that event. I don't know. It was right around the same time, within a year or so. But anyway, I fall asleep on the couch, and Dad is in his room, and there's an open door between us, so I could see into his room. In other words, we were within 30 feet of each other. You could almost you could sense each other's presence, or if I lifted my head, I could see into his room and see him. But anyway, I fall asleep. It's like probably 2 or 3 in the morning, maybe. I don't know. It's a guess. But I fall asleep, and it was one of those waking dreams where I'm sure you guys have had them. You wake up in the place that you're sleeping in, but it's different, and the room looks a little different. It might look more expanded, or there's furniture missing or something like that. It's almost like a different dimension, like a parallel, but it's still the same place. And I had 2 or 3 dreams on that couch that were kind of similar to this, where I went into other dimensions. There's at least 3 dreams that I could rattle off that were similar. But this one was different. I woke up in the dream, and I realized Dad was asleep in the other room in my dream. So the dream was much like the waking reality. And I didn't know I was still sleeping. I thought I was moving around. So I get up, the room's dark, and I go to the kitchen because I hear something fly over the house. It sounded like a fucking stereotypical fucking UFO sound from like the 1950s. And this is just for posterity, obviously. There's nobody watching. But anyway, yeah, it flew over the freaking house, and I go toward the back to the kitchen to look outside and see what's out there because I heard it go over the house. I'm like, damn, that sounds like a fucking weird UFO kind of sound, like something I'd see here on the Jetsons. Yeah, like the Jetsons kind of. So I went back into the kitchen, and I saw somebody standing in the fucking doorway to the back room with like a little wand, like a black wand. It looked like a little electronic device, like he was taking readings of the door, not the door facing. What the fuck do you call it? A threshold. Shoot, the jamb. So like I thought it was a he. It felt like a he, but it didn't really have a sex. So I come past him and come around, and I'm looking at him from like 20 feet away, and he was ignoring me, but he saw me looking at him from behind. He saw me through the back of his head. He could feel me looking at him. And apparently I was doing something out of the normal, like I wasn't supposed to be awake during this process or something, because he was totally ignoring me, like not threatened in the least. But he realized I was there, and he turned around real fast. He was in a black fucking jumpsuit, like a fucking like a stealth suit or something, like a tactical outfit. It's like kind of tight. It looked like it had like attachments to it or something, but it was kind of skin tight and kind of thick, almost like a pressure suit. It looked like a pressure suit, like a Navy SEAL type deal or something, or pilot, something in between that. But it was all black and it looked like it could take attachments and things like that, like Velcro shit or something. It looked tactical. But it wasn't a real person. It was, well, it was a person, but it wasn't a person. It was a gray. He was a taller one. Like he looked like maybe he was like 5'8", something like that. 5'7", maybe. Pretty tall though. Like taller than the ones you hear about. You know, like most of them reported are like 3 or 4 feet, but this thing was almost my height. But he was standing over there taking those readings with his wand on the door jamb, and then he felt me looking at him. So he turned around real quick, and he come right up to my face, like real fast, like that, you know, just like it was probably 10 feet away. He was 10 or 15 feet away. And as soon as he like decided to acknowledge me, he was right up in my face, like just moved like lightning, like he was just there, and then all of a sudden he was here, you know. And he said, "What?" He's like, "Come on, say something." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Come on, spit it out. You know, you got something to say?" And I'm like, you are real, you know." And after that, I kind of blacked out. I woke up, and I woke up in the living room and realized that that was a dream. I thought I was fucking awake, but I wasn't. So then I actually woke up, and then I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I was like convinced that he was going to have some kind of connection to this or know what happened. And so I was like, Dad, did you? He's like, yeah, I just had a weird dream. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I was like, Dad, did you hear like a UFO or something go over the house? Because I just fucking saw something in the kitchen, you know? And I started telling him my story. He's like, no, I was outside in the yard. I went out to see what was out there, and there was 2 policemen out there, and he said one of them was a woman, and he said they were telling me just to stay out there, you know. And I'm like, what? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I don't know. I guess one of the Grays was fucking inside doing something with our house, and taking some kind of weird readout. I don't know. Like, is this all fucking hologram or something? I feel like we're like an experiment to some fucking other dimensional, higher dimensional version of ourselves, maybe our future selves. They feel familiar, but like they're way faster. Like their brain is just like, you know, like, dude, it made me feel like I was standing still. These things are fast, and they fucking can move just with their mind, you know. Very powerful minds. Anyway, that's my weird story, and I guess I can play some more guitar. Okay. Well, shit. I'm feeling it. I just can't do it. I hear it and I can't quite get it. Shit. Hmm. Oh. Damn it, my chords suck. Practice, practice, practice. Damn it. I don't play guitar very much, guys. I have to explain why I suck. Yeah, that one. I feel like it's going too high. Let's see. Oh, okay. Feels like it's gonna pop. All right, I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching, everybody, tonight. Have a good night. Love you guys.